at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show, Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
For the Forge Jewelers, Omega time is 7:37. Forge Jewelers, the official jeweler of 1450 WCTC. Good morning. It's Bert. Cloudy, 59. We'll get up to about 70 today. All right, your full forecast is on the way. And our contest is coming up, too. We've got some Somerset Patriots baseball tickets for the Father's Day game at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. Chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets there. Get in the running for the grand prize. You get to throw out the first pitch, get to wear a uniform, sit in the dugout, coach first base for an inning. Really cool experience. Your chance to qualify for that and to win the tickets for the game for Father's Day coming up in just a bit with Bert's Jersey Dad's game that will play coming up. Let's get to the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline, and I believe he is vacationing this morning on Gunnison Beach. Ken, is that where we'll find you this morning as you call in?
Gunnison Beach. Well, I still got my sweatshirt on, so
okay.
No, I don't think that's my exact location.
You're probably the most overdressed person at Gunnison Beach,
right.
If you are
It's
there.
A little dreary today for Gunnison Beach.
A little bit. Good to talk to you, Ken, and thanks for making yourself available. This is a big one for New Jersey Monthly, of course, the 2017 Shore Guide, and this one kind of talks about the Jersey Shore towns and all the great things that are happening, and this is an issue that's really in demand for the magazine, right?
Right. This is always our biggest selling issue of the year, and it's such a good seller that we keep it on sale for 3 months. So June, July, August, you can find this on newsstands around the state.
What's the feeling? Are we back after Sandy? Is it like the Shore, like it used to be following Superstorm Sandy?
Absolutely. With a few exceptions of some towns where the homes haven't been rebuilt, but for the most part, the businesses are all back. And in fact, this summer, we're still seeing some new businesses and new attractions reemerging. Completely rebuilt and renewed after Sandy. If you remember, one of the kind of unfortunate icons of Sandy was the Jetstar roller coaster, which was photographed, had fallen into the ocean. And was widely photographed and sort of became a symbol of Sandy. And well, now in Seaside Heights, they've got a new roller coaster on the casino pier called Hydrus. And it's a 72-foot high roller coaster, and you can bet I won't be on it, but it sounds like a lot of fun. It's got a 97-degree climb, and real. So that's going to be sort of a new. They hope will be a new icon of the reemergence shore. Is this new roller coaster down in Seaside Heights? There's a what sounds like a great restaurant, more likely the sort of place you and I might go to, called Charlie's of Bayhead, which replaced an area of Bayhead. The Shoppers Wharf was a historic building that got destroyed in Sandy, and so now this beautiful new restaurant has emerged at that site. So there's still some renewal going on. Yeah.
Yeah, and the article, the issue this time really goes right up and down the entire Jersey Shore. A really, really great write-up, Ken, by, I guess it's Karen Chesler, who did a terrific story on Asbury Park and really talked about the different things that are happening there, the restaurant scene and the beach scene. And Asbury Park is a town that really kind of continues to reinvent itself and really become a destination at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Asbury Park is the place that really is most changed in, let's say, the last 5 or 6 years at the shore. And interestingly, that was not because of Sandy, but Asbury Park had fallen into a really squalid period, and most people who went to Asbury Park were just going there, occasionally going down for the music scene or something like that. But now Asbury Park has become so much more than a music scene. It's got some of the best restaurants at the shore. The boardwalk is a lot of fun. There's great businesses along the boardwalk, and the two new things that have come in, in the last year or two that have really, really invigorated Asbury Park is they have a great new hotel called the Asbury Hotel, fun place to stay. It sort of has a rock and roll sensibility, but it also has all these outdoor bars. It has a roof deck where you can look out on the ocean. It's 3 blocks in from the ocean. They actually fixed up an old Salvation Army building and created this totally hip destination at the Asbury Hotel. And the other thing is the Asbury Fest Hall and Beer Garden, which is a great place to eat, German-style food, wursts and schnitzel and the like, lots of beer, of course. And they also have a rooftop garden, which has sort of become a very hot place to hang out. And also it's a great restaurant in Asbury Park, and it's just become a really cool scene. And, of course, the beach is great.
Yep, definitely. And some of the other things that are covered in the issue, Ken, I mean, talk about a thorough Jersey Shore guide. I mean, everything from how to apply sunblock correctly and what are the rules of beach volleyball and even how to eat a lobster. If it's something that you've never tried before, the current issue of New Jersey Monthly will give you all the information that you need, even lobster eating etiquette. And who knew there was etiquette when it came to eating lobster? But this is such a thorough.
That's our how-to. We've got 30 some odd different things about how to make the most of a visit to the shore, and not only those fun things you were talking about, like also like building a sandcastle, and we even have a little thing on the proper way to build an ice cream cone, but also interesting and probably very helpful safety tips like how to escape a riptide, and how to. This is one we hope nobody ever has to use, but how to fend off a shark, and how to treat a jellyfish sting is something that can be really, really helpful.
You never know what you're going to run into, right?
Yeah. So so we have this whole fun kind of how-to thing, and that's on our website as well right now. I think it's the lead story on our website, and on all of these stories over the course of the month of June will be posted on our website as well, njmonthly.com.
Very good. And also a nice write-up, if you're going all the way down the other end of the Jersey Shore, about Cape May and all the various attractions there. That's where I like to just kind of disappear, Ken. If I have some time off and I can actually get to Cape May, that's probably maybe my favorite destination at the shore, because you just feel like you're so far away from everything, because you are so far from everything. It's the farthest point.
There's something about being at the southernmost point of New Jersey, and it's exit 0 on the Garden State Park, which I always get a kick out of seeing, and it is really a great place. I think that there's no place at the shore where there's so much to do, such a diversity of things to do, or you can just do nothing. Also, so many different places to stay, ranging from, wonderful high-end classic resort like Congress Hall to, lots of different oceanfront hotels. There's motel-type accommodations. And there's, a fantastic bed and breakfast scene with all the beautiful old Victorians you can stay in. It's really, really unique. Great restaurants. Also, from the white tablecloth-type restaurants to the simple, family fun places. But so many things to do there. Bicycling is great there. The bird watching. You go down there, even if you've never gone bird watching, you go on one of these guided bird walks. It's really, really wonderful. For shopping, there's the Washington Street Mall, beautiful outdoor 3 blocks of just walking among all the different types of boutiques and the like. They have 2 theaters there. There's nearby. There's a winery. There's that you can tour, and just walking around the town, seeing all the Victorians and enjoying the beaches. And there's historic sites like the Cape May Lighthouse, and nearby there's a World War II lookout tower. Have you ever gone up in that World War II lookout tower, Bert?
I will. Maybe next time I get to Cape May. I always wanted to try that out.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get this incredible view across Delaware Bay from there, and that's what it was all about. It was actually used during World War II as part of our coastal defense system, and the military would be up at the top of the tower watching for German submarines trying to get into Delaware Bay. We didn't want any of that, obviously, and so they've restored the tower, and it's really kind of fun to go up into that tower, and it's great for the kids. Kids can learn an interesting lesson.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Going up there, and right nearby that tower is Sunset Beach, and of course every night all summer long at Sunset Beach they have a flag lowering ceremony which everybody should stop in for. It's really great. a different veteran's family a different veteran is honored by their family and by the area every single night. They go out, they play taps, they salute the flag, lower the flag, and then the flag is presented to the family. It's really very, very, very touching ceremony.
Very awesome. Can you stick around for another segment, Ken? I want to talk about some of the other stories, maybe not necessarily shore-related in the current issue. Can you hang out?
Absolutely.
All right, good stuff. We'll come back, spend some more time with Ken Schlager from New Jersey Monthly Magazine coming up next. Jersey Central Traffic and Weather Time, 7:47. Traffic and weather every 10 minutes. Traffic update now from Tom Colangelo.
It's up on Parkway, an accident by exit 130 approaching Metro Park in the Island area, so expect some extra company through there. Northbound extra, we had an earlier accident out by Route 140, or exit 140 rather, for Route 22, so that's why you're extra slow from Clark heading north. Turnpike, a light buildup, 287 slows, exits 1 to 3. 440's not too bad, a little bit of company on 18 approaching the Turnpike exit 9 Rams in East Brunswick. Becoming a child sponsor with Compassion International can change the world one child at a time. Find out how at compassion.com/radio. I'm Tom Colangelo with your 1450 WCTC traffic update.
I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci with the 1450 WCTC forecast. Today will be mostly cloudy and it is dry here this morning, and the midday should be too. But as we go into the afternoon, a shower or storm is likely with our highs around 70. For tonight, we'll see plenty of cloud cover, a few lingering showers. Even a rumble of thunder will be likely, along with patchy fog. Lows will dip down to near 60. Now, Tuesday, our temps won't budge too much. We'll only get into the low 60s, feeling more like late April rather than early June. We'll have mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers, and then all ends on Tuesday night. The rain will end by midnight with our lows 50 to 55 degrees. It is currently 60 and partly cloudy here in central Jersey, and with the 1450 WCTC forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. We'll come back, spend some more time with Ken Schlager from New Jersey Monthly Magazine coming up 50 years. We'll talk about this also. The world's most powerful leaders actually decided to meet in, of all places, New Jersey. We'll talk about that with Ken coming up. Our spotlighted restaurant this week for our dining deals. Yep, it's the Harvest Moon Brewery and Cafe at 392 George Street in New Brunswick, right where all the action is. They're very close to the train station. And, of course, State Theater in the Theaters District in New Brunswick. Upscale pub fare. It is the perfect place to take a date, take a family, and really enjoy a terrific, terrific meal. They're open Monday through Friday. They've got some specials for you in the afternoon. It's a really, really happy event with pizza, fries, pretzel braids, happy nachos, pickled chips, onion petals, and even creme brulee. And, of course, if you're from the area, you've probably heard about the amazing, legendary Brunswick wings. But just in case you haven't yet, you've heard about these as well. The wings are famous. If you haven't really tried them, you need to stop by and see why everyone loves them. And, of course, the Harvest Moon is famous for their craft brewed beer that is made right on premises with special seasonal flavors. Perfect for a business lunch, a retired party, a rehearsal dinner, graduation dinner, Father's Day. Maybe you're looking for a place to take Dad. This would be a perfect destination, the Harvest Moon Brewery and Cafe. Get to our website, WCTCAM.com. You can dine at half price. $100 dining deal certificate for just $50 to the Harvest Moon Brewery and Cafe, 392 George Street in New Brunswick, the featured restaurant for this week's dining deals. But when the certificates are gone, that's it. That's the end of the offer. So act now. WCTCAM.com. Dine at half price at Harvest Moon Brewery and Cafe with WCTC's dining deals.
No time to call Jersey Central? Join the conversation online and be a part of WCTC's real-time talk. Like 1450 WCTC on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
Our Forge Jewelers Omega time is 7:50. Forge Jewelers, the official jeweler of 1450 WCTC. Spend another couple minutes with Ken Schlager, editor of New Jersey Monthly Magazine. We are going through the 2017 Shore Guide, which is just a real thorough look at all the great things that are happening at the Jersey Shore throughout the entire summer. One of the other articles, Ken, in the current issue, and I had no idea that this event even took place, where you had really the leaders of the free world who decided to talk about things that were going on in the world, and they chose New Jersey as a destination to have a sit-down. And that's talked about in this article in the current issue, right?
Right. Well, what happened was the Soviet premier at the time, Alexei Kosygin, was coming to New York to the United Nations, and he suggested a meeting with Lyndon Johnson, President of the United States. This is in June 2017. Well, Johnson didn't want to come to New York because the Vietnam War was raging, and he knew if he came to New York there'd be protests and he'd have to deal with that. And Kosygin didn't want to go to D.C. because that was the seat of American power, and he felt it would make him look weak. And so they needed a kind of a compromise place, and the governor of New Jersey at the time, Richard Hughes, stepped in, and he suggested Glassboro, which was sort of, halfway in between. And so the two most powerful men in the world descended with their entourages of diplomats on Glassboro and what is now Rowan University, and they met in the old president's house. It's I don't believe it's no longer the president's house, but it was at the time, in a historic house called Hollybush. And they met for 3 days, from June 23rd to June 25th. So it'll be the 50th anniversary coming up later this month. And talked about peace and disarmament and things like that. And nothing actually concrete came out of these meetings, but it is felt that they kind of started clearing the air a little between the United States and Russia. And this is really the height of the Cold War, when we were really, really bitter enemies. It's hard to relate to at this particular juncture. But there was tremendous fear in the world at the time, and it was just great to see the two most powerful men in the world shaking hands, greeting each other cordially in this really beautiful setting. And it was another 6 years or so before the Vietnam War finally came to an end, but it was felt that this was sort of the beginning of easing the tensions between the two countries. And it happened right here in New Jersey.
Pretty awesome, of all places, in Glassboro there to have this summit, this meeting of. Could you imagine something like that happening today? And just the international media would be descending on an event like this, where the leaders of the free world would have a conversation like this. But pretty cool that it happened right here in New Jersey 50 years ago.
And Robert Strauss, who wrote the story for us, was actually an eyewitness as a young boy to this. He grew up in South Jersey, and he remembers, and he describes in the story, standing on a bridge over the Jersey Turnpike, watching Kosygin's motorcade come through, and Kosygin stopped and waved at people and the like. You can't imagine something like that happening now. Johnson disappointed everybody because he came in by helicopter and landed right on the campus, so they didn't get the wave to the president.
Gotcha. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the segment here, I was just sort of teasing Ken, talking about wondering if he was checking in with us from Gunnison Beach, which, by the way, is the subject of the Exit Ramp article in the issue this month. And Gunnison Beach, for those who don't know, it is a nude beach. And Ken, I'm sure you'll agree with me that a very, very small percentage of people actually look good naked. Isn't that right?
Well, I haven't taken a sample myself on this, but Bert, I will go with your judgment because, I always trust your judgment on things like this.
And that's what this is. It's a walkthrough if you want to go to the nude beach, what you can expect and how you prepare yourself. And, it's not for everybody, Ken. It really isn't.
It's kind of a fun little piece, and I'll tell you a little. It's about our reporter going there for the first time and taking her clothes off and trying to become comfortable with that. And funny thing is, I'll tell you a little epilogue. We got a letter from somebody to Joanna Buffum, who wrote the piece, saying how much he appreciated the piece and everything like that, and how he's gone to Gunnison Beach and the great feeling of getting naked in public for the first time. So then we emailed him back and said, "Oh, can we run that letter in the next issue of the magazine?" And he quickly emailed me back, "Oh, no, you can't do that. No, people will recognize the way."
I don't know, Ken. You know me, and I live by the saying, "You only live once," right? YOLO.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. Is it worth trying? I don't know. Maybe it is. I like experiences.
This summer.
You know me, Ken. You know I like experiences, so maybe.
Maybe we should go play golf instead.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Ken Schlager, editor of New Jersey Monthly Magazine. Thanks as always, and we'll get you back in studio for the next New Jersey Monthly. All right, Ken?
Okay, terrific.
Have a good day, my friend. Thanks a lot. All right.